Hi. I had some patients in lately asking about calcium. Everyone's concerned about getting enough calcium and how it's affecting bone density and the concerns of giving up dairy products and whether or not they're going to have enough calcium. So first off, most of the calcium in dairy products, usually it's fortified or added. So it's not necessarily a great source of calcium to begin with, and it's not something that's very absorbable by our systems anyway. It's meant for fattening up baby cows, not us. So there is many other options for calcium, and most of us, if we're eating a well-balanced diet, we're getting plenty of calcium. Problem is there's things in our diet that are affecting our calcium absorption. So like coffee and soft drinks, these diuretics actually inhibit calcium absorption. Then there's excessive protein in meat that also affects how we absorb calcium. And then other intoxicants, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, affect our absorption of calcium. And interestingly, though, you know, heavy coffee drinkers who come in usually have problems with bone density. I see it a lot. So, reducing those things or removing them from your diet, it definitely will help you absorb. But then let's look at different sources of calcium. So let's say, in 100 milligrams, edible portions, the milligrams of calcium in milk is about 119. Okay. Now, let's say we're having sunflower seeds. So the same amount of sunflower seeds is about 174. So about 50 milligrams more. Then we get into things like amaranth, which is twice as much. And then some of the seaweeds, like nori and agar. Agar-agar is 400. And then you get up into the really big ones like kelp and wakame and hijiki, which are over 100 times more calcium than milk. So one little tidbit I recommend to most people is, you get, like if you ever bought one of those spice shakers like a Miss Dash or something like that, that has the wide hole openings. Now save that, go down to Nutters or your health food store and buy some dried hijiki or wakame. Okay, take that home, throw it in your coffee grinder, your blender, grind it up really well, nice and fine, and then put it in that shaker. And then when you're eating your food, instead of putting salt on, shake on some of this hijiki or wakame. You can put it on your sandwiches and your soups, on everything. It's going to have a salty flavor because of the high iodine content in the food. But that shake or two, and if you're putting it in 1 or 2 meals a day, that's pretty much the calcium you need for a full day. And if you think about the other foods you're eating, whether they're nuts or brown rice, which has about a quarter of the calcium of milk, and then you add in, your cabbages and your quinoa and your black beans and your kale and spirulina, all these other products. When you add them all up throughout the day, you're getting plenty of calcium. So you don't have to worry about it. If you're eating well, if you're eating whole foods, you're going to get the calcium you need and you're going to be healthy. Any questions or comments about calcium, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer some questions. You can send me a message through the page. And I have this great page. This is out of Healing with Whole Foods by Paul Pickford. It's a course I took years and years and years ago. And got this wonderful page here with a list of all of them. Okay? So if you're interested, message us and we'll try to send you a copy of this list. Have a great day.